Hello, team. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hope you're all able to hear me. Can you guys please confirm?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
Oh,
we can hear
perfect.
you.
Thanks. Oh, thanks, Srikanth and Srinu. Thank you very much. Okay. So, all right, team. Okay. So, welcome to the Azure DevOps program. So, I just want to introduce myself first, so that you also can give a quick introduction, and later we can understand. So, what are all the things, and what are all the tools, and what are all the technologies we are planning to cover as part of this 2.5 month program? Later we'll see. Okay. All right. So, hi team. So, myself, Dinesh, and I'm working as a cloud architect in one of the company based out of Singapore for the past 8 years, only as a cloud architect. I have overall 16 years of experience. Out of 16 years, 8 years as the cloud architect, and 4 to 5 years nearly as a DevOps engineer, and the remaining part as a cloud infra. So this is exactly about my profile, and at the same time I'm confirming you, I think your batch usually will be there during morning time. So for you it's 7 a.m. IST to 8 a.m. IST, so which is as 9:30 to 10:30 for me. So that is the schedule exactly I have locked for your batch. And 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 the train coming to the training experience, I've been giving this particular training for the past 4 years, and my training is very much scheduled. And what are the tools we are planning to commit as part of your first day, the same thing will be delivered without fail. And at the same time, I will give some bonus lectures or bonus tools as well. Those things and all you will see at the runtime, I mean during our program run. At the same time, I can also comment what exactly I'm planning to cover as part of the bonus for this particular program. So those things also I can comment in this particular session itself. So this is simply about myself, and coming to the cloud experience, as I mentioned, that is across Azure and AWS. So these two clouds, but this program is dedicated only for the Azure DevOps. So that is all about me. Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask, or I will start just one by one a quick introduction. Just want to know yourself, where exactly you are from, and what's your background, and what is your intention to learn the Azure DevOps. So these are the three things I just want to know, so that I can understand whether you can fit into this program, or if it's very difficult for you to just gain this particular program knowledge. Okay, I can comment on that one, team. Okay. All right. So let's start. I think you can ask the questions later also, not an issue. Can someone please start from your end? Okay, I don't want to appoint someone. I think you can start giving introduction about yourself and why you are here and what's your goal. Yeah, just want to know.
Yeah, I will start, Srikant.
Yes, Srikanth. Yeah.
I'm working here in Atlanta, and mainly we are into cloud right now. And I want to learn the DevOps, not the Azure admin course. So mainly my concentration is DevOps, the Terraform and pipeline, all Azure DevOps related information.
Right.
That's my goal.
Okay, that's good. That's good, Srikanth. And basically, so what's your intention later? So you just want to move to the Azure DevOps engineer by just keeping some experience, some 3 years. Just want to move into that, or and what's your plan further?
Yeah, means right now I'm an infra admin.
Yes.
So I'm doing that cloud
Yes.
activities
All
also,
right.
but DevOps I'm not expert in DevOps, so I want to learn
Okay.
fully.
Okay, Srikanth. So your intention is you just want to switch to some other company as Azure DevOps engineer, or your company, that's your wish.
No,
So
no,
that is your
my current company itself we have a lot of work.
right. So your intention is you just want to grow yourself in your current company, just want to move to the DevOps role, right? Shrikant,
That's right.
the perfect. That's a perfectly fit. Yeah. Okay, fine. So the next person, please. Next person, please, team. Any volunteer? Come on, guys. I think we are all IT people. I think you need to be proactive. Come on. You need to ask the questions, right, during our program. Obviously, you need to raise your voice. Please, come on. Yeah.
Hi Dinesh, this is Srinivas Nerela.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hi
I'm
Shiva.
into I'm into I have experience around the 15 years of experience in IT industry.
Okay,
Yeah, but yeah, mostly I'm into all integration and BPM side.
okay,
Yeah, currently almost 2 years back, actually our application is moved to the Azure platform.
okay,
Okay, yeah, in our company also just every time we are setting the goal. They are setting the goals to cross trained any. But I choose DevOps for Azure DevOps for this year.
okay,
Yeah, Azure fundamentals just I finished last year. Last year with the only dumps only. Dumps I read and I have given exam and that's all. But
okay,
as a developer, how it but I want to cross skilled and I'm looking into this Azure DevOps side future.
okay, okay. Perfectly all right, team. Perfectly all right. Okay, makes sense, Renu. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, the next person, please.
Hi Dinesh, I'm Anjali here.
Yeah, hi Anjali.
Yeah, currently I'm working on another domain like mainframe
Okay,
technologies.
okay,
As it is a 50 years old technology, I'm not interested to work on it. So I wanted to learn DevOps.
mm,
Have researched about DevOps.
mm,
So I
okay,
got an interest in Azure DevOps. So
okay,
now I'm on into it. I'm having
okay.
2 years of IT experience.
Yeah, okay. Very good, Anjali. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Dinesh.
Come on, guys. Come on. Please be quick, please. Come on.
Hi Dinesh, this is Vamsi.
Yes, Vamsi.
Uh, from the last 1.5 year working in a cloud operations team, and I want to switch a role, so I was choosing this Azure DevOps.
Oh, no, no. What is your no? What's your current technology? You said.
Like current technology is on-premises, like I was, it's a private cloud I'm working in.
Okay, okay, Vamsi. Yeah, sure. Okay, okay. Yeah, all right. So you just want to make a switch. I just want to make a switch to Azure DevOps.
Yeah, it's,
Right, 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 Vamshi. Yeah. So thanks. The next person, please, team. I'm see, guys, what I'm
Hi.
checking exactly. Yeah, 1 second, Pradeep. Yeah, what I'm checking exactly, I'm just double checking your background, where exactly you are, and you have the IT exposure or not. That is the few things I'm double checking. Okay. So if something is wrong, I think something okay where this program and your view is different, I'll comment then and there. Okay, don't worry on that, team. Okay. So if I'm not commenting anything means you are perfectly fit. Okay, that is the thing I've just exactly I'm checking. Okay, so don't think like okay. Another thing, do not think like it's just simply we will go there and we will provision and we will leave it. Do not ever think like that. My style of training is completely real time, team. Okay, I will bring whatever we are doing today in our projects. The same thing I'll just keep in front of you. And one more thing I'm commenting, whatever the technology or the tool which we are exploring, for example, in the country of Singapore, this particular technology definitely will come to you after 1 or 2 years. So meaning that this case is bit advanced. That is the thing exactly I'm trying to tell. Okay. So you can learn a kind of advanced level as well on each and every topic here. So that is what exactly I want to highlight at the same time. Yeah, and one more thing I want to highlight, I'm very much interested in training the candidates. Okay, and for your information, I'm very much interested, I'm more passionate about this particular area. So that is the one of the add-on for me. That is the reason usually I'm interested to train. Usually no other reason, to be frank. Okay, I don't require as well the second part. Okay, the first one is I'm very much interested in training, I'm very much passionate. That is the reason usually I will pick these kind of trainings, though wherever I go, but I never leave this training because I'm very much interested. Yeah, very much interested in training the students or training the professionals. Yeah, go ahead, Pradeep. Yeah.
Hi Dinesh. I'm Sujit. I have nearly 10 years of experience in the Windows and VMware administration. So recently I have done my AZ 104 certification. Now I'm very much interested in moving to the DevOps field. So that's why I'm focusing on it.
Okay, so you are saying I think you have some infra experience and you just want to move to DevOps, right, Pradeep?
Yes, yes, correct.
Okay, all right, Pradeep. Yeah, perfect. No worries. Okay, no worries. I think this profiles under perfectly fit. No doubt in that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank
Thanks,
you.
Pradeep. Yeah, yeah. The next person, please.
Hi Dinesh, this is Manoj.
Yeah, hey Manoj. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm working as a principal system analyst in one of the product-based company. I have more than 10 years of experience. I have the experience with all the legacy uh, environment applications and architecture. So we are migrating all our environments into AKS.
Okay.
So that's the reason I'm learning this Azure DevOps.
That's good, man. That's good. Yeah. Good, Manoj.
Hi,
Yeah.
Dinesh.
Thank you
Good
very
morning.
much. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Who is talking
This,
here?
hi, this is Osvaldo. Uh,
Hey, hello, man. Yeah.
yeah, good morning out there. Actually, I work for oil and gas company in Angola. I'm Portuguese speaker, and right now I'm in United States. Like I'm here, like on working, and I have background on networking. I come up with this training on Udemy, right? I chose like your course
Yeah.
for DevOps, and that's why I'm here. Like I want to learn more about DevOps. I have like more than 4 years on VMs, like Hyper-Vs and networking stuff. So right now, I want to move on to DevOps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. How can I address you? Is it
Osvaldo.
Waldo? Sorry, come
Yeah.
again.
Osvaldo. Osvaldo.
Oswaldo. Oswaldo.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for the introduction. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next person, please, team.
Yeah, hi Dinesh, Tausif here.
Yeah.
So
That's it. Yeah.
I'm a like mobile application developer and also have
Hmm.
more than 8 years of experience. So
Hmm.
I'm currently looking into this course to just improve myself and grow inside my organization.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. All right, Tausif. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, guys. Remaining, please. See, I just want to understand. So, all are here IT professionals working as IT professionals, or any other persons are still there as a freshers, just graduated or learned something. Yeah, some different technologies. Just want to understand him. Any other? So please introduce yourself so that I can sense it. Otherwise, yeah, please.
Hi Dinesh.
Yeah, hi Dinesh.
Uh,
Yes, Lokesh, you proceed first. Yeah.
Lokesh here. I have been
Yes, Lokesh.
working as a senior test engineer. So
Oh,
I
okay.
have gone through your portal and coming to know that Azure DevOps.
Okay.
Uh, so I have a few other questions. Is this the right time or maybe at the end of the session can I ask?
The questions regarding what, Lokesh?
So why Azure DevOps uh, better than AWS or cloud computing? So is it relevant to cloud
Okay.
computing or
Okay. So, Lokesh, I
that
think we
kind
will
of
discuss
questions?
this. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Lokesh. Yeah, we'll deep dive into these things later. Okay. Just wait for a while, Lokesh. Okay. I
Okay.
understand your point.
Okay.
Let's take the
Sure.
introduction
Thank you.
from others. No worries. Yeah. So, come on, team. Others,
Yes.
please. Yes, Manjit. Yeah. Thanks, Lokesh.
Yeah, I actually
Saman.
just wanted to know about the prerequisite
Yes,
because I don't have idea about coding and languages.
okay.
So I have idea about
Okay.
virtualization and infrastructure like networking and server, but don't know about
Okay.
the coding and languages.
Okay.
So I'm able to learn about the DevOps services.
Yeah. So, Manjit. Okay. So, team. So, for you all, I'm telling you, you don't need to be required to have any kind of programming knowledge or any kind of coding knowledge. So, not at all required, team. So, first step number one. And the step number two. So, usually during this program, I will introduce the programs or coding from my end. Okay, I will introduce. So whatever I'm introducing to you, the same thing you need to implement in your companies as well. So this is the style of this particular training program. So you don't need to worry much on the coding part if you don't have a hands-on or you don't have any knowledge on the Python, you don't have any knowledge on the ETL. For example, I'm just telling because I
Mm-hmm.
have Python and ETL project as well. You no need to have any kind of knowledge. Okay, prior knowledge is not at all required. But
Okay.
I will show you and I will share the frameworks. I will give the projects. this project and the framework, whatever I'm sharing with you, this is my real-time project and the framework. There is no difference. You just need to import and you need to use in your real time in your company. That's the only thing you need to do. If
Okay,
you
Dinesh,
follow
can you please can you please help us to understand about what activity we are able to perform over a AWS Azure DevOps portal? Means which types of activity we need to implement? Can you
okay, so
please help
Manjit,
us to with
yeah,
example?
no worries. Okay, so Manjit and team. Okay, so basically, team usually provisioning the resources is the normal thing each and every person can do, right? That's not a big deal. Even you can see the Microsoft documentation and you can provision that particular part. That what's the exact skill, what exactly the knowledge you guys are going to get as part of this training. So you are going to get the how exactly and how simply and the how the different DevOps models are there in the market. We will pick the best DevOps model. I will present most of the DevOps models, however the different companies are using. So out of those we will learn each and everything, and finally we'll stick to the best one. Okay, we'll stick to the best one, which is obviously with the Kubernetes on the Helm chart with Ansible. So this kind of model we will finally choose, and the same thing you are going to implement in your company as well. But the point what Manjit is asking, so what exactly the activities are tasks? The task and activities included here in this program are we are going to show you the project completely, some 3 to 4 mini projects and one main project completely I will show you. The main project is the one which you can place in your resume and you can present the same thing to your interviewer, okay, going forward. And mini projects, don't think like it's a dummy projects. The mini projects are also a projects, but that is a simple connection, an application with a database. It's simple. it's not a it's not a complex architecture. It's a normal
No,
architecture.
what types of project like can you please give us a few examples like project related to hosting website, project related to create application over a portal, which types of project?
What kind of projects, Manjit, you are expecting actually? Just want to
Yeah,
understand, Manjit.
just know about the exam. Just need one or two example related to project.
See, no, I just want to understand. Okay, I got your question, Manjit. I completely understand your point where you are coming from also. So basically, team, so what exactly we need to understand here is the website hosting, our front-end application deployment, and the back-end application deployment, our Python, all these different types of projects I'm holding. The same thing I'm going to show you these deployments in the Kubernetes cluster. The same thing I'm going to show you Python deployment as a pod in the Kubernetes cluster. If I talk about the part Kubernetes cluster, I don't think so, Manjit, all the guys will understand. So that is the reason I'm not deep diving into the part. Please. Yeah. So any other questions, Manjit? You understand what exactly we're planning to cover as part of this one? You can get the syllabus structure from the institute and you can go through that, right? That's easy. You can get it. And for to
I
answer
have
you,
I have the
yeah,
content. Actually, I just wanted
yeah.
to know from my our instructors. So because in the PDF we can write anything, but exactly what exactly we are learning, we will learn in our session.
No, why we will write anything in the PDF, Manjit? So whatever we will write, the same thing will deliver, right? Obviously, so end of the day, you will question, right? So why this particular part is not covered? So that is your source of truth. Your PDF is a source of truth. Whatever the syllabus structure shared by the institute, the same thing we will also follow. And so however our training syllabus is there, my training syllabus is there, in the same way I articulated that and pass it to the institute. Okay, so both are same, it'll be in sync. And for your information, team, not only those tools, I will have a further add-on tools as well. Okay, I will show you what exactly I'm covering. Those things will not be listed in that particular syllabus. Okay, because that is a 1 month back syllabus structure. I have already added a few tools. I think I will show you the tools as well in this particular class. So what exactly we are going to cover? The next person, please.
Yeah, hi Dinesh. My name is Samant. I have total 8 years of experience. I'm a database administrator,
Yes,
working on
Samant. Yeah.
database and something into AWS and Azure space. So during my tenure with previous organizations, I got a chance to work on Kubernetes and a few of the DevOps tools. So I just want to explore more on the Azure DevOps, so that which I can correlate with my database technologies with the DevOps role.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good, Samant. Yeah, I think so. Basically, the DB things. I think we have the DB concepts as well as part of this program. And the deployment part is the one which you need to understand specially as part of the Azure DevOps, and how exactly we are automating as well. Yeah, thanks, Samant.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, the next person, please, team. Come on, please be quick. Let's jump into the later. Let's jump into the concept and the program. What exactly I'm planning to cover, I'll teach you. Come on, next person, please.
Hey, hi, Dinesh, sorry. Hello, everyone. This is Santosh Lolakapuri. I'm currently working as a release manager and DevOps engineer. So, in my current organization, we are planning to migrate legacy systems
Okay.
to Azure portals, Azure completely.
Okay.
So, my next aspiration is that I would like to understand key concepts in Azure and
Yeah.
certification path point of view. I would like to get more knowledge and guidance about
Yeah.
the final certification of Azure Architect.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, all right, Santosh. Yeah. Yeah. I think I understand. I think you are migrating all your legacy systems to the cloud environment, right? So that is okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Thank
that
you.
too
Thank
on
you.
Azure only. Yeah.
Yep, that's good. That's good. Yeah, our program is the same. No worries on that. Because a similar kind of migrations only I will show you as part of our mini projects and main project. Okay. So don't worry.
Mhm.
Easy for you.
Okay.
Easy for you to gain the knowledge. Yeah. Other please,
Thank
others, if any others, still. Come on, Tim. That's all. Okay. Okay, team. So perfectly all right. Okay. So now, team. Okay. So hope you are able to see my screen. Guys, please confirm.
Yes.
Okay, perfectly all right. Okay, team. So, as part of our Azure DevOps program, okay. So, what are all the things we are planning to cover? You have the syllabus copy from the institute, okay. Because the copy which I shared with them, I believe the same thing is with you. So no worries, I can double check that one later, not an issue. And I'm going to list down the tools. I don't want to write the entire syllabus here. I'm going to list down few tools which I'm covering as part of the syllabus, and at the same time, few other add-ons as well, some add-on tools also, because those are all the tools whatever we are experiencing, on real-time basis, on daily basis, the same thing I'm going to demo that one to you once it is ready. Okay, this is the kind of style which I will follow. Okay, apart from the existing, I will add a few more tools. Okay, let's see what are all the things we are covering, or what are all the things as part of this particular syllabus are. Okay. Okay, team. So first and foremost thing, this is Azure DevOps program. Let me put few titles here. Okay, this is Azure DevOps program. Azure DevOps. So usually, team, it's a 2.5 month. Okay, 2.5 months. You know why I'm placing 2.5 months? Usually, our class will be there on weekdays only, team. For your information, I'm telling weekdays only. Just remember that. And another thing, this particular 2.5 months usually, so weekdays means overall you will get 50 to 60 classes from my end. 50 to 60, 50 to 60 or classes overall you will get from my end. Okay, so that is exactly the thing I just want to highlight. The fee structure and all you can connect with the institute. I don't want to comment here. And coming to the tools and all, just want to highlight to you. So as part of the tools, you know already, from the market, usually you will understand, okay, Git, Docker, Kubernetes, this is the normal structure and fall structure thing usually you will follow. Okay, let's also try to keep the same way, so that you will understand the difference between the normal program and my program. Okay, so fine, team. So I'm just taking few things, sorry, yeah, I get understand. I'm just taking here. So I'm just taking the Azure services first, basically. Azure reports, Azure build pipelines. This fonting is okay, right, team? Able to view this font, right? Able to see, right? Team, please confirm. Fonting is okay, right? Do you want me to increase still?
Yes. Yes, Dinesh.
Should be okay. Should be okay, right? Should be okay, right? Okay. So Azure build pipelines, Azure
Okay, we
release.
say it.
Oh, sorry, you need bit more, size more.
No, we can increase from our side, don't worry.
Okay, that's
Is it all
better,
right?
sir.
Okay, thank you. No worries, yeah. So the release pipelines, okay. So followed by usually Azure test, usually. No. Don't think like these are all the tools. These are all the services usually where Azure is offering, okay, and Azure artifacts usually, okay. Okay. So basically, team, why I have placed these things here means why these particular services I have placed. Actually, these are not tools, right? These are not tools actually, but I just placed. These are all the DevOps services where Azure is offering to us, and we are going to learn the same as part of your Azure DevOps program. These services will be thoroughly covered, no doubt in that. Thoroughly will be covered all these services, okay? No doubt in that. And apart from this particular thing, because these are all the common things, if Azure DevOps means everyone will cover this one only. That is all right. Guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me a bit later. Don't worry, I'll give time for you, okay? Don't worry about that. So these are all the services, and apart from the services, I'm just bringing up the tools. So basically, so usually we'll see GitHub or GitLab usually from the market. The already Azure DevOps, we are covering Azure repos. So since we are covering Azure repos, the concept is same. There is no difference. The only repository storage is the only difference. Okay, I'm not covering any kind of GitLab additionally. I'm not covering that one. So what exactly we are covering there? So I'm going to keep the Docker, and once we are discussing about the Docker, especially on the Docker, we are going to deal one mini project. Okay, one mini project. And before going for the Docker, I think yeah. Okay. So before going for the Docker, I will deal one mini project. I will deal one mini project. This particular project, a project will tell you the importance of the containerization of the Docker thing. Okay. This particular mini project, this is mini project one. Okay. I'm just keeping mini project two. Okay. Here two. You will understand what is this first one. Not don't worry. Huh? Just give me some time. I will explain. Just give me some time. Okay, so Docker, after Docker, we are going to cover a project, and followed by the Docker, we are going for the Kubernetes, okay? Kubernetes. So especially this particular Kubernetes, you are going to see AKS and EKS. Maybe you may get some doubt, hey, come on, okay, this program is for dedicatedly for Azure, then why you are touching EKS? EKS is Elastic Kubernetes Service from AWS. It's from AWS. The reason why I'm touching EKS team, we are going to use Azure DevOps only. I'm just keeping here. Huh? I'm just keeping here. We are going to use Azure DevOps only, but we will make the deployment. This is, for example, I'm just telling Azure AKS, and followed by, I'm just taking one more here, no? One more here. This is Azure AKS, and this is I AWS EKS. Okay. So why? What is the reason? Dinesh, you are covering AKS and EKS. The reason is EKS is an add-on for you, team. It's an additional benefit for you. Okay, you will also get a knowledge how exactly EKS provisioning is there, how exactly that works. The main objective of this particular process is I'm going to deploy an application from Azure DevOps to AWS Kubernetes. This is the technique we are going to understand. See, your ultimate goal is Azure DevOps only. See, what are all the things we are going to see? What are all the extensions we are going to learn? This is one of the extension. Okay. See, from Azure DevOps, this is the one you will learn. Azure DevOps to Azure AKS, Azure Kubernetes. Azure Kubernetes is a very straightforward. Maybe you may get some doubt, few of you, what is Kubernetes? What is Kubernetes, Dinesh, exactly here? You no need to worry at all. But I'm just giving AKS and EKS I mentioned, right? That is why I'm just keeping EKS here for AWS. I'm covering the deployment to Azure AWS cloud as well. Azure to AWS connection I will show you how exactly we will deploy Azure to AWS. That's an exact advantage for you, team. Followed by, so for your information, Kubernetes is the one, and Azure we will call that one as Azure Kubernetes, and AWS will call that one as a Elastic Kubernetes. Okay, I'm not covering any Google GKE, Google Kubernetes engine. I have not covered any project so far. That's why I'm not touching the GKE. Okay, right. So once you're done with this particular thing, then I'm going slowly. I'm just going for the tool called Selenium. Selenium. For this one, I'm going to give you a very good framework of which is there in the market. And this particular Selenium is a one of the automation tool, test automation tool, which we are going to cover as part of our program. And the advantage using this Selenium program here is, once you go to a new company, for example, I'm just considering one of the person here, okay, Samant, okay, I'm just taking Samant as an example, okay, Samant as an example, okay, Samant, for example, Samantha, recently, for example, recently he got selected for the Accenture, just assume, okay, Samantha as a DevOps engineer after done the programs from the Visualpath. So for example, once he got selected for the Accenture, I'm just considering, okay, Accenture. So obviously, Accenture recruited someone only for the purpose of any Azure clients. Maybe Accenture has some working Azure clients, maybe. So for that client base, Accenture recruited a someone. Obviously, once someone got recruited to the Accenture, even before the recruitment process also, someone might have introduced to the client also. That is what we will call as client interview. Okay, client interview. So after that only someone will be selected for the Accenture. Once you go to the someone move to the Accenture, and he can assess these particular, for example, I'm just considering the client name as a Singtel example. This is one of the company based out of Singapore. I'm just keeping one company here. So now Accenture is a vendor. Accenture is a vendor for the Singtel. For Accenture, Singtel is a customer. For Accenture, Singtel is a customer. And someone works for Accenture. Someone works for Accenture. Someone payroll is completely on Accenture only. This is a normal scenario, team. Few guys may not have the working IT experience. That's why I'm just giving a view here. Okay. So someone works for Accenture. Someone a payroll completely on Accenture only. Okay, so here the client base is Singtel, so that is the point you need to understand. That is okay. Now why we have placed this particular thing, team? Folks, seems to please Divya, can you please be on mute? Okay, Faisal, can you please be on mute, please? Divya and Faisal, can you please be on mute both? Yeah. Okay. Okay, fine, team. So now Selenium is the framework. For example, once Samant moved to a company called Singtel, Samant is daily working for Singtel. Okay, Singtel has some Azure DevOps work. Samant cleared the DevOps work very clearly. Singtel has an additional work as well that is called automation, test case automation. Okay, usually in market, okay, one of the test engineers is also there in our program. Okay, someone mentioned. Okay, usually in market, test automation has a separate importance actually. So candidates are available on test automation directly. But why I introduced Selenium into this particular syllabus is, Samant not only can do Azure DevOps, Samant is well versed in doing Selenium test automation as well. So that is what the cross technology knowledge, okay, is not only a DevOps engineer, he can do the test automation work as well. So that is the advantage I just want to give as part of my program. You know why? Because ultimately, finally, you need to end up with a T-shaped skill set. T-shaped skill set, meaning that you cannot be stick to only one particular technology. That is impossible for the coming days. That is impossible. So if you stick to very specific to one technology, obviously some point of time definitely you will be out. No doubt in that. You will be out. So if you have the cross technologies knowledge, obviously you will be the hot cake in the market. You will be the hot cake, and definitely you will be served better, and you can demand more pay scale as well. So that is why I'm adding more number of tools to just give you a very good view when you go to a real-time company. Okay, that is what exactly I'm trying to tell you. So that's why I'm introducing Selenium also for you. And what are the framework we are ready with? At that framework exactly I will give you same framework you need to import in your company, and you need to play with the same team. Okay, that is what exactly this particular Selenium. This is a test automation tool, Tim. It's a test automation tool. Okay, followed by I'm introducing another new tool for you, which is called Demeter. Maybe you may have some doubt. Oh, come on, what is this kind of tools and all? Usually the outside. Maybe I don't know exactly. I'm just by with that knowledge, whatever I have, I'm just commenting. Usually they will not cover. Usually JMeter as part of your DevOps. Usually no one will say, but I'm covering JMeter. The reason I will tell him. Okay, Samant is joined Accenture. He's working for Singtel. Okay, Singtel is on completely an Azure. That is what Samant been recruited for. Okay, some point of time, Singtel customer is a Singtel, the client, right? The client is client. So whatever the deployment our Samant did, our expert did to this particular Singtel Azure cloud, Singtel Azure cloud, the client is experiencing a super slowness. He's experiencing a super slowness. Okay, very high latency. His the clients are very much irritating with the response time, whatever whenever they're accessing an application. Usually, whenever we are opening a tab, when you open the google.com itself, if it is very slow, how we will feel irritation? The same way I'm talking about. The client application, when they are accessing their application, if they feel any slowness, obviously, okay, they'll feel bad. Okay, seems to be something wrong. Then you know what will happen? This guy, the client will ask, hey, someone, can you please check why we are facing this much slowness when we are accessing our application? That's the simple question someone will receive. Okay, now someone should know, cannot say, hey, I don't have any knowledge on this. So what exactly the question client asked? Client asked why there is a slowness. Since Samant is the only DevOps engineer, what he can do, he will simply go to Azure, whatever the architecture this Singtel has, he will simply increase the architecture, scale it up, scale up, scale up, scale up. But again, the scale up is not really helping the client. Then what Samant needs to do? Samant needs to perform a load test, a performance test. Samant needs to do that. To do that, he needs to have a skill of a JMeter skill. That is a simple skill. It's a simple skill, but it will give a very good impact in your real time. Okay, the JMeter. Okay, I'm just keeping this particular thing. This is not a framework actually. I think this is just a simple one mini project. I will show you how exactly we need to deal this particular case. Okay, all right. So after this particular case, now I am going for a automation area, especially on infra automation. There I'm going to cover a tool called Terraform. The Terraform is a tool which helps to automate whatever Samant actually provisioned Azure component. So definitely Samant recruited for Accenture, Samant is working for Singtel, means because Singtel has some Azure work. That's why they recruited Samant. That is the reason they recruited Samant. So now Samant formed an architecture inside this particular Azure cloud. Now someone has a problem statement right now. That is, the client Singtel is asking someone, hey someone, whatever the architecture, whatever the architecture you placed inside the Azure cloud, I'm just deep diving a bit here to make you better understand. Okay, whatever the architecture, I'm just keeping a simple diagram. It's a very simple thing. Don't think like, okay, this is the exact thing. Okay, I'm just taking some or something like this. For example, later you will understand slowly, don't worry. So I'm just taking, this is one of the web, and I'm just taking one database. Okay, I'm just considering a database now. I'm just keeping a database also, and there is one more front end component. I'm just considering one front end component here as, okay, I'm just considering this one as a front end component. Okay, so and whatever is there with me right now. Okay, this is what exactly I placed. Okay, for example, so this is one of the architecture I'm just keeping. Okay, the front end. Okay, I'm just keeping web, and this is the database. This is the database. Okay, so usually the front end is connecting to the website, web is connected, web application, the web is connecting to the database. Okay, for example, so this is what exactly the architecture someone developed for Singtel. Now Singtel is asking someone, client is asking someone, hey someone, can you please keep this architecture, whatever the solution you have? This is a solution. Whatever the solution you have, can you keep the solution for 10 different customers? 10 different customers, okay? The customer one, two, then now you make a doubt. Hey, Singtel is already a customer. What is this customer? You know one thing, Singtel has its own customers. Of course, right? For Accenture has a customer of Singtel, which you are doing a project. But Singtel has another customer base where they are selling their product. Where they are selling their product. They are selling their product. That is this customer base. So those customers are asking, okay, just a Singtel, hey, I need the solution in my cloud environment. I need the solution in my cloud environment. Or you provision this solution for us separately in your cloud environment. Then you know what someone needs to do. For 10 customers, he needs to form the solution 10 times. It is not so easy if the architecture is very big. 10 times. For example, later some 50 customers came and asked 50 times. Do you really think someone can form this architecture very quickly? No, not at all. That is where the Terraform is helping you to for the intra automation. However, your architecture is there, you can form with the Terraform as it is. That's the advantage one. And the going for the Terra Grant is the one on top of it. It's a framework. This is what exactly you can use in real time. Okay, this is a knowledge. Terraform is a basic knowledge you will get, and TerraGrant is the framework which is followed by Terraform only. And this is the one which you are going to use in your real time as it is the framework. Okay, no change. After this, next I'm going and jumping into the Ansible. Okay, here is the one, basically Ansible and scripting. Okay, these two things I'm just keeping together. Okay, we just keeping together, and I'm going to deal these two things together. That's the reason. Okay, I'm just keeping this thing. These are scenario basis. Okay, there will not be any specific project, but team, I cannot promise at this moment. The reason is we are doing one DevOps model, especially by using Ansible scripting. Okay, by combining these two, we are preparing one DevOps model. I believe mostly that one will be ready in a month. That is what my expectation. I said the same thing for my team, but let's see if that is ready. I can demo that one as well. So no worries on that. So Ansible and the scripting for currently, I'm promising only scenario basis, but the model, the DevOps model is not promising. I'm not promising. Okay, I'm not committing. I'm not committing on this one, but definitely I will try. But the reason, why I'm interested to demo this one, if you know that one, you will feel like, okay, you know each and everything, how exactly we need to write, and we need to prepare the scripts in real time. So that is my intention. That is the reason usually I want to bring this one to you. Definitely I will try. 99.99 I will try. Okay. The worst case only I'm not committing. Okay. All right, this DevOps model I will give by using Ansible and scripting. Very interesting this one. Okay, this is very interesting. Followed by right team. So Ansible over and the scripting over Terraform, TerraGrant over. Now I'm going to give a heads up for you by using a Python. Basically, by using Python. Okay, Python. I'm going to show you how exactly this particular AKS deployment is. Okay, AKS deployment. For example, I can say it's also AKS deployment, which is also a scenario basis. Okay, I'm just keeping scenario basis only. Okay, this Python is also scenario basis. Basically, I will use this Python for the DB migration. This is also very important for you, right? DB migration now. Okay, DB migration. So this is the one of the thing which I will use Python for as part of that particular scenario. All right, team. All right. So these are all the things I'm just thinking. As is anything I missed out, I'm just double checking. Just wait. I'm just thinking. Just wait, team. Okay. This is okay. This is okay so far. Yes. Yes. Sorry. And there is a monitoring tool which I'm going to cover as ELK. ELK is the monitoring tool which I will cover for you, and along with the ELK and Azure Monitor as well. So these are the two things which I will cover separately for you. This is a observability stack. Okay, this is observability stack thing. Okay, this is observability stack, and as part of this implementation, specially, okay, sorry, and one more thing. Okay, main thing. Okay, followed by Argo CD, Argo CD and comma Helm charts. Okay, Helm charts. Okay, so these two things also will be covered. This is also DevOps model. This is a DevOps model which you can use in real time as it is. Okay, just I'm just keeping here to make it better. To make it better, I'm just keeping here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Argo CD and the Helm chart. Okay, Flux I'm not promising. The Flux and Argo CD will do the same. That's why I'm just covering only one tool, which is Argo CD. That is more than enough. No need of Flux again. Okay, and this is exactly my coverage as part of the tools when it comes to the Azure DevOps. Okay, and apart from that, I'm going to touch another part. I'm just keeping here, ma. I'm just keeping here. I'm going to touch another part that is DevSecOps. DevSecOps. So basically, this is your advantage, additional advantage. Okay, DevSecOps. So what is this DevSecOps? What is DevSecOps exactly? So I think this word is a little popular actually in the market. I think for few areas. I think usually it's very much popular for us. So usually for DevSecOps means as part of your DevOps process pipelines, you need to make sure the security as well. Okay, you need to make sure your security things as well. Those things you need to definitely cover as part of your pipeline. How you are covering is the matter. Okay, how you are covering is the matter. For this one, definitely I'll just bring few tools for you. Especially I'm just covering with the git leaks and followed by the SAST. For the SAST tool, for the SAST I'm just keeping here sonar cube. Okay, sonar cube, and followed by the dast. Dast I'm just keeping also zap, and even I'm looking for what is this one, bob suit as well. Maybe I will come up with one tool for you. Okay, bob. Okay, bob, I think I need license for the bob. That's what I'm just double checking. Okay. Okay, so team, as part of the DevSecOps, currently I can promise these three things as an add-on, as a benefit lectures. So no, you don't need to be attend these DevSecOps team. Okay, that is your wish. Okay, if you're really interested to understand DevSecOps also, you can attend these classes. If you're not interested, just leave it. Not an issue. Okay, so these are all the things I'm just planning to cover as part of your DevSecOps team. Okay, and I'm just thinking if any other tools I can still present. That's what exactly I'm thinking. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Yes. As part of this ILK Azure monitoring, I think there is one more called Prometheus, Prometheus, Grafana. Okay, this one also I can cover for you. Okay, Prometheus and Grafana. Any other thing? Any other thing? I think that's all. This is more than enough. More than enough to get job in any country. In any country, not only India. Okay. So now tell me, team, if you think any tool is missing, anything is missing, maybe I will double check. If something is there, I will add for you. Yep. Come on.
Dinesh, anything stream analytic jobs can be trained.
Oh, what is that? What is that, Manoj? Come on, come on.
Azure Streams.
Azure Streams, right? Especially, so you're
Yes.
talking about, yes, 1 second, huh? You're talking about some
Mm.
event hub, which is message queuing systems, right, Manoj?
Yes, correct. Correct.
Okay, so as Manoj, as part of ELK, I'm going to use event hub. Okay, I'm going to use event hub. That one will be covered here, Manoj. Okay,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
because I have one scenario. I have one scenario by using the event hub. Okay, no worries on that. Yep, that's good.
Okay, thank you.
No worries, yeah.
Hey, Dinesh, how many days each module you are talking about? This
Yeah, okay. So
Terraform,
now,
how many days will cover?
oh, sorry. Chikon,
So
come again.
just take
How
one
many days?
example. Terraform, how many days you'll teach?
Oh, okay, fine. I understand your point. So, team, basically, out of all these tools, majorly, I will spend too much time on the Kubernetes. First and foremost thing, I'm giving heads up, okay? Because Kubernetes, Argo CD Helm charts. Kubernetes, Argo CD Helm charts. Kubernetes, Argo CD Helm chart. If you don't know these three things, you cannot run your show in real time, okay? These three are very key for you. Okay, as a DevOps engineer, these three: Kubernetes, Argo CD, Helm chart. Okay, remember that one first. The second one, so especially the Kubernetes will take almost 10 plus classes recount. Okay, 10 plus out of 50 to 60, 10 plus will be carried by Kubernetes only. Okay, remember that one. And coming to the Terraform and the TerraGrant, I will take usually a 1 week for this particular Terraform and TerraGrant to cover with the framework. Okay. Any other things you have, Shrikant? Any doubt?
Just trying to find each module, how much time we need.
See,
And
so
also
Shrikant,
somebody was
okay.
asking for the Jenkins also,
No. Sorry, huh?
deployment.
Sorry, okay, I'll be very truthful to you guys. Okay, I will not use Jenkins at all. Okay, for your information. Okay, I'm not bringing that one into my syllabus. The reason for that one is okay. We are already using Azure DevOps. That's why we came to Azure DevOps. Okay, if learning other parallel deployment tool doesn't make sense for me, so that is the reason I'm not promising anything. I'm not committing also. Okay, I'm not committing at all. So no Jenkins is there in my syllabus. But if you still need Jenkins, maybe based upon the force, based upon the request or from the team, maybe I can spend 1 or 2 classes to demo the case. Okay, that's the only thing,
Uh,
Shikam.
Dinesh, hello.
Yes, Oswaldo. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. Dinesh. Will you like? Are, are we gonna use all these tools in one project?
Yeah, very good question, Oswaldo. So basically, see, to use all these things in one project, see, if you see these, all these things will go in sequence, okay? All these
Yeah.
things will go in sequence. For example, okay, to answer you, I will tell one thing, okay? We are going to pick a Kubernetes project. Example, I'm just telling him, okay? Just telling, okay? Team, for other benefits, for others to benefit also, I'm just telling. Kubernetes AKS is the one which I'm going to touch a project. This is the main project, huh? Here the main project is there. Okay, I haven't placed. Okay, this is the main project actually. As part of the main project, I'm going to show you what exactly I'm going to cover for you. Okay, so especially the Argo CD, Helm chart, the EKS, ELK, Prometheus, Kafana, these things and all I will show you on the main project itself. For your information, I'm telling team all these things will be covered. At the same time, if my DevOps model is ready, this one also I will show you on the main project itself. Okay, this one also, which is Ansible also, right? So because remaining things and these remaining tools and these tool remaining are completely not relevant, right? Because JMeter has its own importance, Selenium has its own importance. I cannot bring JMeter into my architecture. Guys, okay. Oswaldo, is your question answered? Whatever I highlighted in bold will be covered in project. Okay, all these things are remaining
Okay.
isolated and individual discussion.
So
Hello.
you need Azure account, right, Dinesh?
Sorry. So 1 second. Just a second. Oswaldo, are you clear? Are you clear on this one?
Yes, and we all know that we want understand it all at once. It takes time, right? While doing project and working on that,
See.
and
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
thankful to
Oswaldo.
see that we have
No, 1 second.
dev.
Whatever your question is, absolutely, I understand. But whatever I'm
Yeah,
highlighting on the screen, that is what exactly you will keep in single project. Okay. Whatever I'm
sure,
keeping on the screen. Okay. That's the
sure.
exactly thing required for you in single project. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
nice.
Shrikant, you're asking something.
Thank you.
So
No,
you
no
need
worries. Thank
Azure
you.
account, right? The course is
But,
about 2.5 months, and
yeah,
Azure account is only valid for 30 days, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Shrikant. So, okay,
So
fine. Okay, 1 second, Shrikant. Okay. So, guys, remember one thing. Okay. So, especially so whenever you are thinking about this 30 days only validity, so where we need to practice or where we will practice. Okay, basically, to be frank, I think my suggestion is usually you try to use your card and you try to use your friend's card. And one more thing, oh, what about later? Later, if you want to practice, that situation will never come for you. The reason for that one is during this program, the moment when I over the Kubernetes and few monitoring ELK, Prometheus, Grafana, Argo CD, Helm charts, you are ready for interview. You are already ready for interview. You can go to the interviews and you can crack the job for sure. This is, I'm 100% sure. It is not even 90. I'm 100% sure on my syllabus. Okay, because my project is a real-time project. So that is the only thing. That is the only confidence I have, right? That is the only confidence. Because and also by seeing the history, I think my past trainings with the students or the professionals, so how they got the job, I know. So based upon that one, I'm commenting. It's 100% guarantee. if you follow my classes thoroughly, because I will give the tips and techniques, logics involved in the infrastructure. So that's the only check. If you follow, that is more than enough. You no need to practice also. But my recommendation is practice once. So after 30 days of Srikanth is asking, oh, our account over. So what should we do? Please get and activate it from your friend and try to work on it. Because I'm usually for me also, I will not depend upon the free accounts usually because mine is already over and a few years back itself. Okay. So usually I'll use my credit card, I think, which I'll pay the bill monthly basis. Okay, monthly basis usually I'll pay. So no worries on that thing, especially. So because you can follow my classes and you can try to practice there in your account. So try to go for that because no choice for us actually, until and unless you are ready to pay for monthly basis. If you are ready to pay, so I can estimate also how much you need to pay because I'm paying every month, right? I know because I'm giving the class for you and I'm paying every month. I know how much bill will come, and I can show you the technique how to optimize your cost. Those things and all I can help you even in real time also. Those techniques will help you, but I cannot help you on the portal account. Okay, you need to create your own portal account. So that is one thing. That is the one thing I just want to highlight what the Srikanth is asking. Okay, because I will use my paid account. Okay, though that same thing you can see that one I think from tomorrow onwards. No worries. Yeah. Srikanth, question answered,
Yeah.
right?
Hi Dinesh.
Yeah. Yes, Lokesh.
Hi Dinesh.
Yes,
Do we
Lokesh.
need any prior knowledge on YAML scripting and Linux commands?
Not at all, Lokesh. Not at all. See, you no need to have any kind of prior knowledge on any of these things what I listed here. Not at all. Trust me, you will understand each and everything and what I will explain each and every point, and the same thing you're going to import or copy paste in your real time. So this is a kind of style I prepared this program, guys. Okay. So you no need to worry much. Okay. Yeah. No worries, Lokesh.
And one more question. Do we need to start from cloud computing? Because I have gone through some articles. I
Okay.
have gone through some articles. So there,
Okay.
what I have find out is it is good to start with the cloud computing without any prior knowledge on this Azure DevOps or AWS
Okay.
DevOps.
No,
It
no,
is
no, okay,
good to
no
start
worries.
from cloud computing as well.
Okay, so okay, Lokesh, okay. So basically, Lokesh, as part of this program, okay, I just placed tools only here, team. Okay, for all you, I'm just telling. I just placed a tools here on the screen. Okay, just tools, but I never placed any kind of your Azure infrastructure discussions. You know one thing, team, when you will go to, I'm just keeping here, when you will go to your Azure repository, or when you will go to your first mini project, after 15 classes, team, after 15 classes you will go there. After 10 to 15 classes you will go there. You know why? What you will do for the first 10 15 classes? You are going to understand the Azure infrastructure, the cloud infrastructure, how cloud works. So these things, and how networking, how subnetting, these things and all I will teach you as a basics for the 10 15 classes. Okay. So Lokesh, this is not only tool discussion, Lokesh. Okay. The tool, the first tool, the Docker I will touch
Okay.
for you after 15 classes. Okay. It's not a first class, guys. The
Okay.
Docker is not our first class. That's after 15 classes. Okay. No worries. Yeah.
Got it.
So
And one last question.
yes, please. Yeah.
When compared to Azure DevOps and AWS DevOps, how
Okay.
difference is Azure when compared to AWS? So how it's going to impact?
Okay.
What
So
I understand is Azure is going to grab the market when compared to AWS because AWS is a service based only, but Azure is uh, providing this PaaS, IaaS, so like
no,
that.
no, no, Lokesh, no. Your assumption is wrong. So basically, however, you have this particular Azure DevOps. Similarly, AWS is also providing, Lokesh. Okay, there is no doubt in that.
Yeah,
So what are
okay,
the
okay,
services that place? AWS is also providing. See, the only thing why Azure is grabbing market here, team. The reason, first reason here is first and foremost thing, implementation in Azure cloud is easy. First and foremost thing. easily you can adopt the things. The reason even the clients or customers are very much interested to go for the Azure, that's very user friendly UI. UI is very user friendly in Azure, the first point. And the second point is, if you want to implement something in AWS, this is not so easy every time. Okay, I will tell the technique example I will give. I don't know how many of you can understand. For example, usually virtual network subnet creation is there. That's the concept, one of the concept in our discussion, initial discussion. Okay, so as as part of that particular thing, so this particular the discussion, right? So networking and the subnet, right? So especially when we are discussing this particular virtual network and the subnetting, the Azure is very easy, but AWS is not so easy. Not so easy in the sense the concept is involved. You need to create an internet gateway, you need to create a NAT gateway, you need to create the route tables, you need to give the traffic accordingly, traffic paths accordingly. The process involved in AWS, but it's ready made. It's ready made in Azure. It's ready made in Azure. We don't need to worry about anything NAT gateway, internet gateway, because they already prepared. Okay, so these are the differences usually will come when we are discussing about the components. So that's why usually the Azure is easy. So whenever we are implementing something, and the cost wise also, even cost, I'm coming to the cost wise. I don't want to say anything as Azure is cheaper. The reason is few components AWS is cheaper, few components Azure is cheaper. Okay, there is a difference actually. And apart from that, and the support wise, so who is supporting really better is the next one usually the customers will consider. So obviously the Microsoft, I think they will respond well and they will support well, and even AWS also they will respond and they will support. But the initially the cloud started with AWS only, but eventually the most of the things are moving to Azure. In future we don't know how exactly it would be also, Lokesh. Okay, so that and all depends,
Okay.
Lokesh. That is my point. Okay, client requirement, based on the client requirements, that's all. Yeah.
Okay. And do we need any Python? Do we need to learn in
No,
Python?
no, not really needed, Lokesh.
Oh,
But why I placed Python on my screen here is I want to show you how exactly the Python deployment will be there in the Kubernetes. Okay, maybe you should not feel as a new once you go to in
oh,
real time. Okay, yeah, you should understand how it is. Yeah, that's why.
okay. Thank you. Thanks,
Yeah,
Dinesh.
yeah, no worries, yeah. So any other questions, team? Others, please.
So, what kind of application or software other than Azure account? What kind of software application we need to install on our computers
Okay,
to
Faisal.
follow?
Okay, I understand your question. So Faisal, I think especially, I think those things are not, you don't need to be prepared with now itself. No prerequisites required, because whenever I'm starting with the concept, I will tell you. For example, as part of the project, to connect with the database, we need DBVR. DBVR is the one of the tool which is required for us to connect to the database. So those particular things and all during runtime you can see. Okay, you no need to have installations first, not really needed. So when time comes, you can understand and you will get the knowledge as well. Yeah, the few things are required. You're right, few things are required. Where is he? I think he left already. Okay, leave it. Oh, Faisal is you're there. Yeah, the few things are required, especially the DB viewer, Postman, and a few tools, maybe FileZilla, WinSCP, and Visual Studio Code. So few things may require, but eventually we'll learn. Not, and no need to be installed at this moment. Okay, Faisal, not required.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Yeah. So team, again I'm repeating, this is a kind of training. Out of the things I have placed on the board, you will get the real time. Okay, you will get the real time for these things. It is not like a dummy example where it's a dummy one where you can not use in real time, not like that. All are real time cases only. So that's where I do see the real time problem statements. That's where I prepared the syllabus accordingly. The Argo CD, I don't think so. You will see in your syllabus. I'm not very sure. Even ELK also. Azure Monitor, Prometheus Grafana also, I don't think so. I think these are all the things recently I added a month before. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions, team? And DevSecOps is the new one which I'm specially dealing for you. Okay. The new things I'm just giving as an add-on.
So are we covering energy rules also here?
Yes, Manoj. So basically, the network security group rules, we no need to define a NSG as a separate topic. That's what I mentioned. The first 15 classes is the infrastructure discussion. There, the VNet,
Mhm.
subnetting, network security, how exactly. Okay, no worries on that, Manoj. Yeah,
Sure. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, because guys, it seems to be you guys are you guys don't really get the infrastructure coverage. Maybe you can get the syllabus from the visual path. I think you can see the infrastructure syllabus. Okay, so that is very interesting.
Okay.
To be frank, without that infrastructure knowledge, you guys, if you learn this one also, which is of no use. Okay, that is really needed. Basics.
Okay. And one more thing. So, however, the certification is it mandatory to have AZ-104 to have
Oh,
Azure DevOps certification?
okay. So Manoj, you are asking certifications, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're asking certifications. Is it mandatory to get a job or something like that? You're asking Manoj, or what exactly your question?
No, 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 no. For a professional certification, that's it.
Ah,
Azure
okay.
DevOps
See,
certification.
yeah. Okay. So Manoj and team, okay, definitely
Mm.
after our syllabus coverage, you can understand easily the dumps. But the definitely see. So usually whenever you're preparing a certification, obviously, first and foremost thing, you can go there and you can give an attempt. You can sense what kind of knowledge you gained as part of this program. That is number one. If you think you want to get a super score, I think, and you obviously you will depend on the dumps where you will clear it. But the point is whether you are really understanding the dumps or not. To understand the dumps also you need knowledge. You need knowledge basically as part of that. Okay, that is also very important. So definitely you can clear AZ-104 and AZ-400 DevOps. And one more thing I'm just highlighting, as part of this program, since we are covering few projects, you can get knowledge on the solution architecture part as well. But I'm not giving any assurance for you as you'll become a solution architect. Not possible. But definitely you can act as a junior a solution architect for sure. So such kind of knowledge you will get from the architecture. Okay. Any other
Okay,
questions,
thank you.
team? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so team, take the syllabus and take the syllabus and and go ahead with this program seriously. Don't join the course just like that. Okay, let's see for one day. Later we'll decide. Okay, the still take this particular program seriously. I'm telling you, you can demand your pay like anything with these tools in your resume. Okay, with these tools in your resume. Okay, you can demand like anything. That is what my intention as well. Okay. Okay, so I think you can see the visual path messages in the chart. I think can you guys please follow that? Okay, so that accordingly, I think we can have our classes, and visual path will inform you as part of our program started. Okay, and you guys can get an idea on that. And please go ahead and connect with the visual path so that you can continue and we can travel for the next 2.5 months together to gain the knowledge on this particular DevOps. Yep. All right, team. If you have any other questions, I'm here to answer. Otherwise, we can drop off.
Dinesh, is there any job assistance or mock
Actually,
interviews, one-to-one
okay,
monitoring?
okay. For that one, I think maybe can you please connect with the visual path because I cannot comment on that at this moment. Okay. Can you please
Okay,
connect with them? Yeah, please.
okay,
Yeah, please. Thanks.
sure, thank you.
No worries. Yeah. Okay, team. So, all right. Okay. Well, nice talking to you all. I think see you all in the next classes. Okay. See you. Bye bye.